EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. This one for the right to represent the AFC in Super Bowl 56 in L.A. Off we go. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Hamler now on the return. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ready.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He'll find Lindsay here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 39.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now to the air, Locke. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
And the Broncos first down.
Now a handoff looking right. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. So 2 3rd-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it, and this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You'd have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he'll be out right at the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
It's Mixon on the counter. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
The tackle.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Brought down by Earl Thomas. A gain of 5 brings
We're scoreless after 1.
At the 19-yard line.
Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Joe Mixon. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle whistle him here as he pulls it in. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take
a throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a quick throw out left. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
The 48-yard line.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Locke.
He'll go up top here for him.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Denver.
KJ Hamler.
45 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
Their own 21-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
At the 30-yard line.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
You can't bring him down.
Weight room does work.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
The tackle made at the 30.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. It has been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 52 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Mixon the ball.
They went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Another try for Mixon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brought down at
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross there to make the grab. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now,
and he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 56 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Bengals' 19-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Broncos 14, Bengals 7.
Just a yard to go here on second down.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Block working out of the gun. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Lock. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Shotgun snap to Lock. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
7-yard attempt.
And that hits the right upright, but goes in anyway. Oh, friendly bounce there that could have gone either way easily, but he gets it to go. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to have a Bengals first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
The 40-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open.
And a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20, 10, and this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown, Denver.
And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
At the 37-yard line.
On the run, it's Mixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 16 yards, a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, he'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brought down at the 48.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Bernard getting the handoff from Burrow. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate.
And it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Mixon with it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And that is incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
33-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
leader, right?
to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. This is Mixon. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They'll get 34 yards there.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Mixon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
And goal.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. On 2nd and 15 now. Lock. Over the middle, complete. That's Lindsey. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Denver.
Operating from the gun. Block. Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Lindsey. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Lock. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sam Hubbard just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 84 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And his kick is good.
Ties the game 24-24.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Lock now on first down. He'll go up top here for him. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. KJ Hamler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. And when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. It's Mixon on the counter. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
25-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now they go play action now. Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Mixon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
32-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need two of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
First down.
Here we go. 55. Right there in the middle.
Lock on the give. It's Lindsey.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's second and 8.
8 yards to go on second down. Lock going to get this out quickly. Sutton with it.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Gain of 4. And it's third down.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here comes Lindsey, toss right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession, gigantic. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Voids the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
Brought down.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some room to roam now. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. You have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. On the counter, Lindsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on offense. It's going to be a long day.
I'm going to win. I'm going to lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'm going to act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'm going to act a fool with this. Yeah, I'm going to act a fool with this. Okay.
And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you can hear a pin drop except for one thing. You're hearing a lot of people on cell phones right now calling and saying, cancel my reservation, because this crowd thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They had trips planned, hotels, reservations, the whole deal. That's all wiped out now.
Okay, cool. You can sell that seat.
The Broncos are Super Bowl bound as we say goodnight, everybody.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.